Hello, everybody. Welcome to an impromptu live stream with some super fun announcements. So, I am in Los Angeles, California right now for the next week or so, and I just published this week's episode of Digital Nomad News, which is our 10th episode. Yay! So, that one was filmed in Iceland in front of a fjord. Again, what's with the fjords? So check that out. We have a story about WeWork imploding, how to live and work in Iceland, and where you can go to get more information on that, and the types of people that are working there right now. And with some really cool drone shots. I'm getting better at the drone. So they're really beautiful shots. We had beautiful weather. So check those out. And I have more announcements. One of them is in the news show that we are now doing highlights of Digital Nomad News. So you can get more information there if you want to look up really specific stories. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them all on one playlist or have them in different categories like technology news, remote work, and then travel news. And also, Digital Nomad News is now available as a podcast. Yay! So a second podcast. So Badass Digital Nomads is my current podcast, which is an interview show that's between 30 minutes and an hour each week. And that is every Tuesday. And now every Monday, we should have we should have Digital Nomad News out as a podcast. And it's already up, I believe, on Spotify and where else? On Libsyn. I'll post the links in the description below. It has been submitted to Apple a few days ago, so it should be live on Apple Podcasts any minute now. So I will also link to that whenever it goes live. So now it's about, a 5 or 10 minute format. So if you can't catch the video, you can listen in on your drive to work every Monday or from wherever you are in the world and listen to the top tech and travel news of the week. Let me know what types of stories you've been liking the most, what you want to see more of on the show. It's, of course, a very positive news show. There's not that much death and destruction. It's just good news or interesting news. But we'll be following some stories as they develop if they're too big for just one show. So hello, Angel. Thank you very much for the congratulations. I am great. I'm in Mexico, where everyone speaks. I'm in Mexico. I'm in California. Same thing, where I've already made friends with a few of the hotel staff from Mexico, and we have been speaking in Spanish. So that's been really nice to get back stateside, get back to my roots, and talk to some of the people here. So I have only been here for about 12 hours, 12 to 15 hours. But I'm at the LA airport for Vid Summit, which is a YouTube conference. And yeah, it's so funny to come from Scandinavia, where very few people speak Spanish, and then all of a sudden I'm here in California. So I've already had tacos for dinner, chips and salsa, so good, and have been speaking Spanish. So yeah, where do you get your podcasts? Do you listen on Apple Podcasts? Do you listen on Spotify, or are you in the Google store? Where do you listen, Angel? And what is your favorite episode of Digital Nomad News? 10 episodes. So it's going really fast. Okay, and Stitcher. I know, we need to put them on Stitcher and also SoundCloud. I don't know why we haven't done that yet. I need to do that for sure. So yeah, we'll have it on Stitcher and SoundCloud. I think we were just really busy and we only did it on 3 different places. But it's also on Castbox, and it's also on my website on Traveling with Kristen. So you like the real estate shows? Or wait, REI. Oh wait, the travel company or real estate? I do a lot of travel and real estate stories on the show. So, real estate, perfect. So you like the co-living and the real estate stories? What do you guys like? Whoever's watching live, hi guys, or later. Okay, we'll definitely have more real estate News. Did you check out the episode on luxury co-living in Dubai and Singapore? That was a fun one. I'm really loving this format, and every day I'm finding more and more stories. So I'm trying to filter them all out and just pick like the best 3 stories of the week that I think are the most relevant, or if it's something where I'm in a location and I want to show you guys what that's like so that you can maybe live and work there or travel there also, I'll definitely be doing that. Looking up co-working spaces now. Where at? I went to a prop tech conference, so a property tech. Well, it was a networking event. I missed the conference, but it was in Oslo on Thursday. And my friend Christine, who's been on my show a few times and who lives in LA now or in San Diego, she was speaking there. And so I went to the networking event and I met a lot of people in that industry, and we were just talking about how big this is. I mean, co-working, co-living, prop tech, it's like taking over. And you'll also see in today's episode of Digital Nomad News, we have our other top story is We Work Fucked Up. That's our 3rd story of the show. So it's continuing from episode 3 where we talked about WeWork's IPO, and then on today's show I talk about the implosion of WeWork and what has transpired in the weeks since announcing their IPO, which is quite interesting. And of course, they're based in New York, New Jersey area. So, and then also we have the highlights of Digital Nomad News coming out as separate videos. So I will probably, I've been thinking what is the best way to share them so that you're not overwhelmed with like a lot of stories at once. So I might post one story every day at noon. 12 p.m. Eastern seems to be a good time to post, whether it's on Traveling with Kristen or Digital Nomad News. So today there is no live podcast because I just flew into California, but we will start back with a live podcast next week with a special guest, or 2 guests actually. It's a surprise, and then a really packed schedule of amazing guests through the rest of the year. So we'll try to get back to the 12 p.m. slot on Tuesday, but you can always look forward to an episode of Digital Nomad News as well, and videos. We have some for this channel. So stay tuned, everyone. And so for the next few weeks until we catch up on all of the episodes, I will be posting a 1 to 3 minute highlight video of all of the stories that we've covered to date on Digital Nomad News. So if there's one specific story that resonates with you that you want to share with your friends or colleagues, you can do that. And I will also be uploading some highlights from Badass Digital Nomads, because those are long form interviews, like 30, 45 minutes usually. So in case you missed something, I'm going to be uploading some clips, some favorite clips and quotes from that show. So stay tuned for that. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I'll end the stream and go over and watch the 10th episode of Digital Nomad News with a beautiful, beautiful backdrop in Iceland on a perfect day, no wind, so pretty. You can see some drone shots there. And if you have any requests for more of a certain type of story for the show, then let me know in this live chat or in the comments here, or in the comments under any Digital Nomad News video I'm watching. All right, bye guys. Have a great week, and I will be back next Tuesday with a new episode. So ciao for now from California.